Welcome to Home Goods in Southlake, Texas, everyone. I'm Carrie, and we're going to go in and check out what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, everyone. You know what day today is? Today is the gift card giveaway day for Home Goods. You have to be a subscriber, you have to be a regular viewer, and all you have to do is put one comment only, right now in the comments. That's all you have to do. There's a lot to check out in this store, and real quick, I'm going to kind of go through just the rules, guidelines, all that good stuff one more time and what we're doing here. So the deal was, once we hit 10,000 subscribers together, which we did, we would do a giveaway of 5 individual Home Goods gift cards. Each gift card will have $100 each on each gift card, okay? All you have to do is put one comment and click the like. That's it, okay? I'm gonna use an auto generator that picks this is how YouTube does it, that picks numbers. And so for example, if it picks the number 5, I'm going to pick the 5th comment and that person will win. I'm gonna put in that comment that you're a winner. I'm gonna give you the channel's email address. You are going to email me, okay? I'm going to give you a security code, which you're going to put into the comment on YouTube. Do not give me the security code back on the email. I'll know you're a scammer. So we're doing a kind of authenticating, making sure we don't have anyone trying to steal anything, a gift card out from underneath anyone. We're not going to have that. So I know your YouTube belongs to you, so you will put the code in there, and then I will know you're the correct person. And then I will converse with you via email and get that gift card to you digitally via email. Listen very, very carefully. Do not put your email address in YouTube. Do not put your phone number in YouTube. Do not give anyone any financial information. Listen, I'm never going to ask you for anything, okay? No money, no phone numbers, no nothing. Don't give anybody anything, okay? Everyone got it? I want to make sure they're all being super, super safe on the internet, okay? So good luck to everyone. But most importantly, thank you. Thank you for being part of all of this with me. This has been a super fun journey, and I am loving getting to know all of you in the comments. So let's get back to checking out Southlake's Home Goods store. So if you've been with me for a while, you do know that I did live here in Texas. This was my regular store, one of my regular stores. There's a ton of them around here. If one thing you need to know about Texans, we love to shop. I love that board. It was a little reindeer, to which I'm going to have a hard time getting that settled back in there. There we go. So I've been having an amazing time going through all the stores that we've been before. I've been going to some model homes. This video will not have a model home tour on the end of it. I'm going to hold that model home tour for Monday. It's going to be its own video. So that's how we're going to do that one. This is $10. This is all your barware, boozy fun. Different glasses. Love these. This one is $7. So I'm not going to ask anyone any questions in this video. We're just going to browse, listen to music. We're going to chat a little bit. Okay, so only one comment. And all you got to say is, hey, enter me, have a good day, whatever you want to say, but just one comment. Secondary comments are removed. So the auto generator with YouTube goes through, pulls those out. I love those marble Christmas tree. Those are really pretty. Those are marble Christmas tree charcuteries for cheese. This store is beautiful. It's beautifully organized, and it's always been like this. So it's kind of fun to come back and see everything done much the same way. We've got these amazing little nutcrackers over here. I love that this is all silver. This completely works for my aesthetic. I love black, white, silver, and blues. And if you are new to the channel, I don't do hauls. I don't do crazy shopping, purchasing. I would, however, purchase these cuties though. $17 perfectly vintage, retro. I love that. The purpose of the channel is to take you all along because there's quite a few people in this world that mobility issues, surgeries, illnesses, you name it, we're stuck at home and we can't get out and about. So that's what we're doing here. We're just out and about together, checking out what's in the stores. Look at these cuties. $15. Oh, it's like Mr. and Mrs. Claus, but gnomes. I kind of love Santa with the little dog in his basket also. There's some Jim Shore items in here. We've got Rudolph. We've got Frosty. These are amazing classic Christmas movies. I love that. Some different Christmas trees up here. So I have to tell you, this video is like a longer than normal video for Home Goods, and I still didn't get to go through the whole entire store. So that tells you how much stuff they have in this store. I think this is so cute. $20. And I have to tell you, it's super hard for me not to ask you all any questions because that's normally what we do when we chit chat, but I got to keep it to that. I don't want anyone to pop any extra comments on accident. So just know that I'm thinking about all of you. I hope you're all having an amazing day. And as we get into our Thanksgiving week here in the US, pretty excited. I love these trees. And we've got a little nativity picture back here. These little white ceramic homes, these are super popular. I see them at a lot of the stores. Okay, I gotta check this list. Am I on the good list or the naughty list? Let's see. Santa in his chair, he is $70. It's beautiful red Mikasa. So these are breakable. Let's see, price tag, $15 for this one. I love seeing the differences in what we had in the Florida stores compared to what we have in the Texas stores, because Florida is where I live right now. So we got this Martha Stewart candle. It does light up there. Hopefully you were able to see that. That thing has like 40 tags on it. Price tag, please, $25. And they have see how everything is just beautifully organized. We've got all of our modern black trees, deers, snowflakes. This is where I would spend all of my time buying fun little items. I love the finish on these. $15 for that one, $17 for this one. This whole section here is all the golds. Trying to think where I was that someone took one of those large gold deer up on the top and actually used it as decor in the tree as like an ornament, and it looked incredible. I feel like it's in one of the videos coming up that I'm going to show you all. Might be Pottery Barn. I'm not sure. Nope. Was it Pottery Barn? Don't answer. I'll think of it later. Let's see what else. Other housekeeping stuff. One of you, actually two of you, were completely obsessed with some chrome light fixtures that we saw in the second to last model home tour. I went on to lampsplus.com. They didn't necessarily have those in like that exact style, but if you're wanting a place to go down the rabbit hole and look at some really cool wall sconces, they're called adjustable arm wall sconces. They had an incredibly big selection and some really, really cool sconces. So, lampsplus.com. I love these. If you're doing kind of natural, there's so many different little like natural woodsy items in here. $150, that is a beautiful nativity. I love that it lit up. Absolutely beautiful. I love this angel. I have seen this in a few stores now. $15 for that one. Let's see, we've got Silent Night, the music for it. I love that that's a piece of artwork. You can put that on a bookshelf, you can put it on the wall. And this wood Noel, also very, very pretty. All right, we've got some beautiful cardinals over here. Oh my goodness. These dishes are beautiful. Santa mugs. Oh no, they're nutcracker mugs, sorry. $7 for, well, I believe that's a nutcracker mug. That's what it looks like to me. I don't want to touch too much in here. See how it's all kind of stacked up? But I gotta tell you, there are some beautiful dishes at this store. I think one of you made the comment the other day that you said, my goodness, all home goods are not created equal. And there is some truth to that. In Orlando, I have access to a bunch of stores, and there's one in particular. I love this. I love the polka dots. This cup is $5. I love the detail. That is very pretty, as is the stripe one. I've got access to 5 stores there. One of them, Dr. Phillips, that one's amazing. The one in Mall of Millennia area, every time I've tried to go in, I cannot run video in that store. I don't know what's going on with that store, but it's very little merchandise, and just looks like they're kind of struggling to manage that store. So yes, that is correct. Not all of the stores are created equal. This green, I think, is beautiful. That is $6. I love the detail on these dishes. Again, they do an amazing job color coordinating all the sections in here. That is a 4-pack for $13. Beautiful green with a little bit of gold trim around the edge. And this would go beautifully with that the first dish that I had picked up. So this one is $5. There we go. Sorry, the autofocus on this new camera, it's great for some things, but it fights me on price tags. Love the green little snowflake bowls. All right, coffee cups. Do y'all remember when I first moved to Florida and I couldn't find coffee cups, and I kept saying, does Florida not have coffee cups, and maybe we just had more in Texas? I have now determined that we are coffee cup crazy here in Texas. Seriously, this is one section. There's so many coffee cups. I love this North Pole one. I think that's so super fun. That one I did find later, which I'll show you. It actually was supposed to come with a little spoon. But I was absolutely convinced when I first went to Florida. I thought, my goodness, I don't think they drink coffee here. And I can find some, but I'm used to a massive selection. Ooh, I like this one. Even better. For unto us a child is born. It's Isaiah 9:6. That one is $7. An amazing coffee cup for Christmas. Look at how unique this one is. A little hot air balloon. And then we've got some cookie jars over here with some snowy slopes. Super fun gift. Little baker, and then it has 2 small spatulas inside. These are Ray Duns, $15. We've got our cookies for Santa. Little pink gingerbread house. See the North Pole. Isn't that so adorable with that candy cane stripe pole? The little stir stick. All right, these say that they're a set of 4 cake forks. Okay, y'all, no. Give me $13. Give me a spoon for a, like that. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, I don't know. I don't take teeny tiny bites of my cake like I want this. Let me get at it. So here's another end cap of coffee cups. There were two more that I didn't show you all. And so absolutely, my goodness, I'm telling you, huge difference in coffee cups. So we've got these perfect little gift ideas. $5 over here. Little spatula, little cookie cutter. Kind of little budget friendly. I'm all about budget friendly. If you're gonna gift give, I'm sorry, $6. But in full transparency, we don't do gifts. We stopped doing them kind of years ago. If we do, it's just something very small and probably something that we bought at some other point in the year when we were thinking about somebody. But for the most part, we try to spend time together. It's more about just experience, share a meal, things like that. I also don't want the pressure on my grown kids to feel like they have to spend money that they really should be maybe saving or spending on their own children, things like that. That's just super important to me. I was a young single mom who's a tough start. Anyhow, so I'm just super, super strict on budget. And that's why I don't do hauls. I'm very much below my means. So I just want to be very clear on that because I don't ever want someone feeling like, oh, hey, Carrie showed us this, I should go buy it. Like, I'm cool with browsing and not spending. This store did have a pretty good Hanukkah selection also. $13 for the candles. My Target store in Florida, I think still by far had the biggest selection. That's pretty. It has a little spinning dreidel right there. This one is $40. Some pretty good selections in here. This one is a marble base, $25. Beautiful wrapping paper. I love wrapping papers. Wrapping paper to me is kind of much in the art category. I love pretty patterns. It's just super pretty. These are glass, so they're wine glasses. Those are $8. It says it lights up. Oh, it needs a battery. Goodness, sorry. Well, it will light up once you put a battery in it. They've got some gold menorahs up here. There's even the Mickey Mouse one in here. I thought that was super fun. They have Star of David pastas. Well, those are neat. $5 for that bag. Yeah, that's a pretty good selection in there. I'm going to show you these later. I found them a little bit later in the store, but they were full of soap, so I couldn't pick them up. But I thought, how cool is this with this little piece of tree and then that little wildlife on there? They always have cute little holiday soaps in here, different containers, different patterns. Take a peek at some of the beautiful table runners. That one is $20. $17 for this one. This one's fun. It has a little bit of a kind of a downtown Christmas, little cars and trees. I love that. Cute little Santa here. I love the white trim. These all the same mostly. Oh, that's a mantle scarf for your fireplace. The tree is beaded. That's really pretty. $17. This one here, a little bit on the retro side. I would say that kind of pulls a little bit vintage, very traditional. It's very pretty with the Christmas trees on there. And then also on the giveaway disclaimer, it is not sponsored by YouTube. YouTube has nothing to do with it. No part. It is just me wanting to say thank you and give back. Because this has become something I could not have imagined it to become. Okay, stop the presses. William Morris, what do you have in this box? Oh. I don't know who William Morris is. Don't answer that in the comments. I'm going to have to go find out. I'm going to look online. He seems like a genius. Beautiful bedding. $35 for this. I'm sorry, $25 for this toiletry gift box. Bedding and dishes and furniture, and the patterns are always beautiful. All right, so I'm thinking they're going with blacksmith here. Kind of a men's grooming kit. I kind of dig that it is in a paint can. I think that's super clever. These are the DW Home fragrances, $8 for this one. These are those, those aroma oils. So those could go into a diffuser. What is this? A little ambient flame micro pour diffuser. Interesting. $13. I think that's kind of cute. I'm trying to kind of figure out, do you put oils in there? Don't answer. I'm going to keep reminding you all not to answer, because if you're like me and you pop back into the questions, I just don't want you to goof up your chance. Only one comment. Little scrubs in here. I love that. $17. You get 4 different scrubs. Little bath bombs, all sorts of little fun things in there. We're going to look at some shower curtains. They had a really cool selection of Christmas shower curtains in here. So we got this really pretty Laura Ashley with some evergreens and berries. $20 for that one. So this Santa one is really fun. The pattern with the Santa goes across the bottom. It's a fun kind of minty, maybe a little bit warmer than a minty green. And then this one has the snowmen, and they run across the sides. This one's fun, has little reindeer on it. Ooh, I love that blue tassel trim across the bottom. Let's see, what else do we have down here? A blue and white Christmas. I love this with the little snow globes. So if you have more non-red and green, which is totally okay. I have seen this shower curtain before. I love this one with the little Christmas trees on it. This one's $17. Has the pattern kind of across the bottom quarter of that shower curtain. I like this one, has Santa right through the middle. $17 for that one. And then look at this cute little one. I love the trim. It has little teddy bears. Let me see if there's a pattern. That is adorable. And they did have a couple that were non-Christmas, but right now it's kind of majority Christmas shower curtains. And as much as I love to come through and look at the blankets, one of the struggles, everything is so tight, especially in this rack right in here. So we may have to just kind of move down a little bit. We've looked at some of the blankets before. Blankets, pillows, and bedding, they're difficult because everything is kind of tight in there, and I don't want to mess anything up. But there's some really beautiful reds. I found some more table runners. I found some green ones. I love the beading on that one. This one here is very pretty, just little poinsettias on it, but everything was just white. $30 for this one. You know what, I'm going to be honest, you could probably even utilize this one. Oh no, that's definitely Christmas. I almost said St. Patrick's Day, but nope. I was trying to think like a way to like utilize something for more than just one holiday. The first one you could do that with. It didn't have anything that was like overtly Christmas. All All right, we have some cute things over here. So here are the soaps. There was soap in those bottles. It has that little log that it sits on, and then it had a deer on one and a bear on the other. They've got some candle warmers in here. These had like black velvety shades on those. Those are candles that look like ornaments. They've got this other candle warmer here that has the little kind of crystals on there. I love the plaid one. How fun is that one? I don't think I've seen that one before. And then there's this whole little box right here of sand and fog, a little kind of advent calendar with different fragrances. All right, I found some Hallmark bedding. You know who else had a couple items from Hallmark bedding? Target. But these are super fun. They're very thin, lightweight quilts. So easy to wash, easy to store after the holiday, not too crazy bulky. They're double-sided. So like this one had the polka dots, the other one had the plaid. This one has nutcrackers on it. Let's see. This is a 3-piece, $40. That's for the full queen. Little Santa on there. That would be super fun bedding. They've got all of this other bedding in here. I wanted to turn around and see this one here. It was a super soft, cozy Brooks Brothers. This one's a twin size. It had that white cozy fuzzy on the other side. This one is $35. The middle one with the nutcrackers, that was the Hallmark one. And I did find another Brooks Brothers one here, a little bit more kind of a deeper red, not quite burgundy, but a little more in that direction. $50 for the full queen, also reversible. These are just so cute. We've got some good green and cream cozy blankets down here also. All right, let's go see. Woo, let me spin everyone around with me. More cozy blankets across here. Kind of like this creamy and black. I like that the pattern's the black in there. Beautiful Christmas tree pillows. An adorable Santa. He's reading his list. We better make sure we're not on that list. It's a good happy Santa. I like when the Santas kind of have that like friendly kind of happy look. Not that I've ever seen it. I don't know. I've seen some grumpy Santas at the mall. That mirror is huge. This one over here. Just a good tall full-size mirror. We'll take a look at a couple of the mirrors. A little bit difficult sometimes to do the mirrors. These round ones make me think of the model homes that we go and look at, how they all seem to have big round mirrors over their dressers in the bedrooms. Let's see what else we can find. I like that. These are both the same price. Two very different looks. I love the colors. So one huge difference is I've been to the stores, and I think I said this when we were in Florida. This one comes in at $150. You are going to see very little to no coastal decor in our stores. In Florida, we see a ton of coastal decor. Oh my goodness, all of the beautiful gowns in that picture. So a piece of art like this, I think this would be really fun on a wall that's painted with like an accent color. That would pop. That one is $70. It's a good, pretty kind of gold frame on there. Let's see if there's anything different in here. Oh, it has a little bit more of a champagne color in the center. We've got a 2-pack here. I love these. I love this kind of abstract art. This is 100 for that 2-pack. Also very pretty. We did see some of this, I'm going to call it kind of a geode look. We were seeing those in the Florida stores. Are very modern black and white. We'll totally see those in model homes for sure. That's a 2-pack up there also. There's a lot of multi-pack sets over here. Just a nice simple floral. This one is also really fun. That one comes in at $50 for that 2-pack. $60 for that blue floral. I think that's really pretty. This is a single. And then we get more doubles up here, more 2-packs. It is really hard for me not to be asking questions to have like conversations with you all. Gosh, don't answer that in the comments. And then the cutoff is going to be, so once it verifies subscriber, then it will verify and remove duplicates. That's why I say only put one, because I don't want it to accidentally, I just don't want you to have any troubles when it goes through and does that. And then it will generate after that 5 different random numbers. And then I'll figure, take those numbers and count down how many in the comments. At midnight is when it all stops. Any comments after midnight do not count. Do not enter, because the video will stay up, but the comments, just nothing beyond that. It all cuts off at midnight. So, and then I'm going to stay up late and go through, because I want to make sure that everyone has, their response by morning. So that is with, oh, I like this one. Well, of course I do. It's $100. It's really pretty. This one up here, darn the glare across that. It is really, I love when you have a good black backdrop and a bold floral on top of that. I think that is really pretty. $80. I don't think I've seen this piece of artwork at any of the stores. I think that's really pretty. And we've got a knockoff of Claude Monet. I think that's also very pretty. This is a nice big piece. So when we're walking through the model homes and looking at these huge pieces that you see in the hallways, these are those large scale items. And this store has a big art department. Here's another 2-pack. Ooh, I like this I'm calling them geode looks. Here is the Made with Melanin. So this is a line that they have in most of the stores. So they're $40 each. Our stores in Florida already have sold out. Oh, I don't think I've seen the music ones. I've seen her. I had not seen the 2 music ones before. Those were a fun addition. We've got a big 2-pack here. I think this one is super cool. All right, let's go see what else we can find. We got some really funky pieces over here. $40 for this one. We've seen this one in the stores before. Yeah, we've definitely seen that one before. I like this one with the Rubik's Cube. And yes, see, I almost asked y'all a question again. I can't do it. Don't answer. $80. That one's really cool. Also, I love this one for Vegas. Hey, we got Kobe in here. Goodness. There's some good artwork in there. If you need a fancy kind of banker's office chair, $500. That thing looks nice and comfy. But also looks like we're there to do like serious business. All right, huge, huge clearance I'm seeing at a lot of the stores. I went to HomeSense also. I've been to HomeSense now twice, 2 different stores, and definitely a lot of clearance items. Not a lot of furniture at this store. These green chairs, I am seeing these on repeat. My son was with me this shopping trip and he liked them. He's like, you know, kind of good for his place there. That is $299, so that is $100 marked down. I like this chair here. I like this gray. Of course I do, right? Black, white, and gray. I do like that little kind of check pattern though on there. Our odd and end tables over here. We've got these small little tables. These are great for just a space where you don't want to throw a great big cocktail table. I kind of like these blue cabinets with the glass doors. These are $200 each. Now there's some good clearance items over here. Some of these items need a little bit of TLC. And that one was at $120. Don't answer in the comments. Don't answer. Sorry. This one is $70. These have the marble top. Kind of browse through here. Some good traditional wood side tables here. And then we've got burl wood right here. That's kind of a cool look. Those are $200 each. Little Nautica table. That one's $150. Just kind of browse through here and see what else they have. They've just got these kind of like little setups right here to show you coffee tables and chairs. That is a genuine leather chair. These are a leather type material on these. All right, these chairs, I think I've told you all before, I have these same chairs. I actually bought mine through Costco years ago. So it's funny to see them show up in Home Goods. Told you, we're in Texas. Just in case we need a huge metal horse head. I like this small little credenza here. It has a good marble top on it. $400 for that one. All right, let's have a look-see at some of the lighting. We won't go through too much crazy in here. Just looking for things that might be new or new to us. $150. These are really big lamps. I think we've seen all of these before. Sorry, I was trying to see if the camera was having a hard time with the lighting. Looks like through editing it did okay-ish. In the store it was doing all sorts of weird lighting for me. Some crystal base ones down here. That's an interesting base. I don't think we've seen that one before. We have seen all of these. Also, these are $80. Nothing too new in here. $80 for this one. The one right there in the center, that is a Morris & Co., William Morris. We've seen those. Have we seen this one? Yep, we've seen this one too. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the same lamps from Florida that I'm seeing here in Texas. So very much the same so far. Some of these are the rechargeable ones, so they don't require, you just recharge them and then put them wherever you want so you don't have cords all over. Let's see, I'm trying to get this one to turn on. Can you see that one turn on? There's a little bit there. I think the shade was kind of dark. Anything else new? I think for the most part we've seen a lot of these same lamps in Florida. All right, as we start to wrap up, we'll do a little bit more browsing as we walk around. So anyhow, remember, one comment only. I will respond to you. I will respond to you in the comments and let you know, and I'll put the email address in. And then you'll email me, and then I'll give you the code and you'll put it in YouTube. Reminder, don't give any information, don't give anybody anything. I'm not asking you for anything. This doesn't cost you anything. Let's be really, really safe with our information, okay? My goodness, did my grandmother leave her cake domes in here? These are beautiful. Oh my goodness. I think we've seen those cherries before, but this trophy here, $80. We'll talk about all these things. If any, in the next video, in the next non-giveaway video, we will have conversations about some of the things that we are seeing, because this store is incredible. I'm going to come back to this store and do another video because, like I said, I didn't get to look at everything. And then I can ask you a question. We can chat more freely. And we can talk about these cuties, just in case you need a giraffe that looks like a cable knit sweater, $20. I kind of love those. There's a phone back here. Oh my goodness. We're coming back, everyone. We're going to come back. I love this store. I'm going to let you all browse around. Thank you so much, everyone. Good luck. Don't you just love this? Sorry, it's so fun. I can't get over everything that we saw in this store. So we're totally coming back. Anyhow, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate all of you. $15 for that one. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Be safe, everyone.